Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based here in the United Kingdom, actually right in the middle of England, in the centre, not far from Stratford-on-Avon, Shakespeare's birthplace. So that's me, and today it's an oldie but a goodie gift card holder using the gorgeous Snowman season. So here's our stamp set. I've resisted Snowman stamp sets for a while, but this one comes with a punch, so I couldn't resist because it cuts out this lovely man here, or lady, the little arms and the hat as well. Now I've kept it very simple by using coloured cardstock, but obviously you could stamp and punch these images as well. So that's what I'm making. I'll show you the inside as well. I've kept it without a belly band, kept minimal card supplies, and I have kept it narrow, and the reason for that is you can then get 3 of these from one A4 piece of cardstock. And in fact you can do it the same with US cardstock as well. You'll just have this front flap slightly shorter, but I've done the measurements in centimetres and inches. I'll work in centimetres today and then pop the inches onto my blog, so don't hesitate to go just down to the description box below this video and you'll find a link to my blog there. So when you open it up, you've got this cute little snowman here. Our little gift card holder pops up. You've got another bit of DSP there, and I'm left this panel ready to put a panel of Whisper White on with some stamping as well. So that's our project. Our little snow person just sits on the front there, and we just fold it in like so. Perfect, because you're not going to use it over and over again. Great for Christmas though. So let's get on with the project. I've also used the fabulous Snowman Season DSP. Lots more designs in it, but I have just chosen to use these two. So I've used this one, which is lots of little snow people and some pretty coastal cabana pattern on the back. And then I've used this one. Now the great thing about this is that you can either hand cut these snow people like so, but these ones without the hat also fit into the punch. So when we come to do that, I'll show you how I make sure I maximise the use of this. Now I reckon with this you could get a dozen cards easily out of one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, which makes it really economical to use. And the glittering on it, if you can see that, I always struggle with lighting in my room. It's not a bright room, but it's really glittery as well. So let's crack on with the cutting and scoring. So you're going to need your trimmer, you'll need to have your extension bar out as well, and you're going to be cutting. I'm going to do the next one using Coastal Cabana for my base. So you'll see here I've got a sheet of it's 21 centimetres wide. There we go, 21 centimetres wide, and I'm going to cut that at 9.5 centimetres, just like so. And then straight away we'll do the scoring. So you're going to score at 5.5, at 8, at 10.5, and at 17 centimetres, like so. Okay. So that's our scoring done. We're then going to need some pieces of card and designer series paper. So I'm using the lovely Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to cut some pieces. All of the pieces are going to be 9 centimetres wide. So what I would suggest is that you cut a strip of card that's 9 centimetres. And then we need a piece that is 3.5. We need one that's 5 centimetres, which I'm cutting on a measure on this side, 5 centimetres. We need another piece that's 5 centimetres, and we need a last piece that's 6 centimetres. So pop those to one side. I'm then going to cut my paper, and that's going to be 8.5 centimetres. So this is what I've got left from when I did my sample. So you've got that at 8.5 centimetres already, and I'm going to cut a piece that is 3 centimetres. Oh, I think I might, did I cut that at 3 or 3.5? That's okay, I did cut it at 3.5, had a sudden moment there. Okay, so this is at 3 centimetres. So just check the direction of your pattern when you're cutting that. I'm cutting on the right hand side here, but that piece is 3. I then want a piece that is 5 centimetres, so I'm making sure my pattern is in this orientation. Another piece that is 5.5. Okay. And then I just want a piece of Whisper White. Just use some scrap here I use for another project. Trim that off. Actually, trim that off slightly better so that I haven't got a cut out bit. And I want this piece of Whisper White to be 4.5 centimetres, like so, by 8.5. So I'm making sure I'm popping my extra bits to one side, my offcuts, because it's very easy when you're doing a video to kind of get it wrong. I will need my trimmer just once more, because what I'm actually going to do now is, if you can see, I'm going to cut down. You've got in the middle here, you've got our section which is our pop-up. So once you've folded in one direction, you're going to have a pop-up like so, and you want to cut a slight slot in the middle there. So what I do is I line it up slightly with the centre score line slightly off-centred to the track, and I'm cutting almost to the bottom on those. Turn it round and repeat again. So again, take the score line, put it slightly to one side of the tracks, almost on that little grey bit, and again just come, and you'll see what I'm actually doing is cutting a little slot. Now you could do that all with by hand, by using your scissors, but I just find this gives them just a much better finish. So once I've done that, I'm just going to come in, and it's like sort of 0.5 centimetre from either side, from both sides I should say. So I'm just coming in and just joining that up. So you've then got a slot, you can see there. And that makes it just so much easier to get your gift card in and out. Then what you do need is the really fine super sticky tape, which I did have here a moment ago, which I now seem to have lost. You can also utilise fine wet glue as well. That will work really well. I can't believe it. I've got some nice thick one. I don't want the nice thick one today. I do want my nice thin one, which I had literally just a few minutes ago. There it is, for another project. Okay, so you're going to come in and just put on the inside, piece this tape right at the very edge, and it does need to be right at the very edge to give you space to put your gift card in. So right on the edge there, and I'm also putting a piece across the middle. Sorry, when I say across the middle, I mean just at the bottom there. Okay. So we now want to decorate, and I'm actually going to use my corner rounder as well. So this is the shortest flap. I'm just going to fold and reinforce those. So there we go. This short flap here, I'm just going to corner round. So use whatever corner round you have. I think this is a probably an inch corner rounder, but you can use, it doesn't matter which you use as long as you use the same one, whichever, for all of your layers. So I'm going to show you how to pop our layers in, because what I don't want to do is to cut the wrong one. So you see our layers are going to go in here. This is our layer for our stamping here, and these top two are going to go on this top section. So again, keep the orientation, so keep it upright and do those bottom two corners. And it doesn't matter obviously on the card because that doesn't have a direction. But then what I'm going to do is just come in and do that. And we can add and I add the layers before we just glue that centre section, just to make life a little easier for ourselves. With this one it's not too bad because obviously it's not not like a box, a 3D item where it becomes a little bit difficult, because you're sort of dealing with 3D-ness. There we go. And then flip that over, and again remember how it's going to fold. So this piece is a direction, that's the direction which you want our pattern to go. Okay, so pop our card layer on, and then pop our I mean, these I find are great for craft fairs as well. Really fun way. No, that's the wrong piece. Okay, yours as well. Okay, so that front piece should be 4.5, and I've cut it at 5. So I'm just going to put that upright and just trim that off there. Just to show, I'll need to just clean my blade a little bit. There we go. Okay, so have I managed to do that? Yes, come up. I've cut my white fine. Okay, so we're almost there. So next bit is to remove our pieces of fine red tape and glue in place. And then all we need to do is our decoration. So I talked to you about our snowman. So I'm going to actually cut out this snow person here. So you'll see, I'm just going to cut up like so. Just cut here. Give you plenty of space. And then you can just insert that and line it up. It just fits perfectly. There we go. So there's my person, and that person will just sit perfectly on the inside there. So I'm coming in with just a bit of glue on the bottom. It doesn't matter. There we go. So actually what I should have done is before I glued that, I should have checked I'd actually cut it wide enough to fit my gift card in. That would have been helpful, wouldn't it? There we go. But I have. There we go. You see, it just fits in perfectly there. So we just need to create our snow person for the front, and all you need to do is grab yourself, I use a narrow piece of cardstock, and I will show you why in a moment. I'm using Memento Black for my snowman, and I've just used, so I'm not even getting my stamping piece mat out because I'm stamping on my nice pad of paper. So pop that in, do the same again, nice even border all the way around. And then I've come in with just some scraps of paper. So I literally got a scrap here of just a bit of Cajun Craze I found lying around, and a little scrap of basic black. So come in at the corner and just line up a scrap of black. Do the same on the other side, just with a scrap for the hat. And then you see here for the nose, you're just going to come in. There we go. And hopefully, where's my nose? That's the downside. There we go. The nose sometimes gets a bit stuck. So there we go. There's my nose, like so. There are my two arms and my little hat. And here, I'm going to use some little snowflakes as well, and my another season stamp set. So the reason they're not all in here is because I've got them actually. I've got my blocks. I've got them in use downstairs for a class, so I've got everything already blocked up, ready to go. So let's go with a bit of Coastal Cabana. I love Coastal Cabana on Christmas cards, and I'm really enjoying the here we go. So this says, hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. So obviously if your gift card particularly was one for an experience, maybe, you know, you can get those experience ones. That would be lovely to have, because you would have some. So I'm going to just pop in some Floaty Flamingo snowflakes, and then we can pop these in place. So I'm not doing a lot of talking today. It's funny, isn't it? Life has been so busy recently that I just haven't had chance to craft, and it is really nice to get back into my craft room again and do some videos. I say most of these are projects that we're doing in my class as well, so that's great. You know, we have such a laugh in my classes. It is just as chaotic. So just a dab of glue on there. Try and keep those up, and then just popping those arms on the back there. Okay. And obviously what you could use is some glue dots as well on these if you wanted to, for speed. And then I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals on the back. So if we flip them over and just grab a couple of dimensionals on either side. So I have deliberately used two. You know me, I'm quite frugal with my dimensionals. I have deliberately only used two this time, because I've deliberately used two, which is probably more than I usually do, because I want to get a really good grip on that, because we're going to be sort of flexing our snow person forwards and backwards a little bit. And all you need to do now is pop that person on the front there, and there we have a pair of fun gift card holders. I think I actually prefer my second one, because I think I prefer the contrast of the pink around the paper. You can't actually see the eyes on this one. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. A bit of manipulation. Look, there are our eyes. And these then open up to create great fun gift card holders with little snow people on the inside, and space for you to add your sentiment. Great fun. Hope you enjoy making them too, and that they work out well for your craft fairs. Don't forget, if you'd like to purchase any of the items you've seen today, pop along to my shop, heidismith.stampinup.net, or to my blog, flutterbyheidi.co.uk. It's here, and you can follow the links to each of the items that we've used today. So thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye now.